I'm a huge advocate of always checking out a new service's terms of service, which means the playground rules for using their service. A lot of people ignore that, but especially if you're using these services to market your business, you want to make sure that you are playing by the rules because you don't want to put a whole lot of effort into this and then get booted out for some reason. So to find Twitter's terms of service, go down to the footer area, which is in the home page down here on the right-hand side, and click Terms. You know what I love about Twitter is that the terms are written in normal human language. They're very easy to understand, and they are not very strict at all. Basically, what it's telling you is that if you use Twitter, that your stuff will be public by default. What you say on Twitter may be viewed around the world instantly. You are what you tweet. Remember what I said is that when you tweet, anybody who happens to know your Twitter account name can go to twitter.com/your account name and see what it is that you tweeted, even if they don't have a Twitter account. So keep that in mind whenever you tweet. And also remember that if you go to your settings, if we come here to Profile, edit your profile, under Account, and you scroll down, if you turn on Protect My Tweets, then only the people who follow you will be able to see your tweets. Anybody else will see this Twitter feed is protected, and you need to request permission. And if you want to follow somebody who has a protected Twitter feed, your request is sent to them, but you don't automatically get to see that. The other person has to sign off on it, has to approve it. Obviously, for business purposes, you probably don't want to protect your Twitter feed. But this is what it is talking about in the terms of service, saying that by default, what you tweet is public, but if you want to, you can turn on protected tweets. What I find interesting about the twitter.com terms of service is that it doesn't say anything really about how many accounts you can have, and you have to be the real person behind this account, which you'll see is markedly different than the terms of service on Facebook. You can have multiple Twitter accounts if you'd like. It's just each one has to have its own email address. If you try using the same email address for the second Twitter account that you set up, it'll say it's already in use. So you need to go to Gmail or Hotmail or something like that and create a number of different email addresses to use with different Twitter accounts. You may very well do this if you want one Twitter account just for business and one for personal, one for family, because you can't really filter by who sees which tweets as you can on Facebook. If you tweet something, either everybody sees it or only your followers see it. So that is nice that there are no rules here saying that you can only have one Twitter account or anything like that. It doesn't mention that. Other than that, it's generally what you would expect for a service like this, that your stuff is public and that they have the right to add ads on the Twitter feed if they need to and so on. There's nothing really bad about this. There is a privacy policy that you might want to look at, but that is also refreshingly short. And it says that, we collect some information, but we keep, some of it is private. Just remember that usually whatever you write will be viewed around the world instantly. People under 13 are not allowed to have Twitter accounts. So it's telling you, we assume that you're not under 13. And if you know somebody who's under 13, please let us know and they will cancel the account. I've never seen Twitter do any kind or say anything about a restriction on the language of your Twitter feed. Obviously, you probably don't want to tweet swear words or anything like that if you are promoting your business. They don't want any nudity in your profile picture, and they will remove the profile picture or disable your account. That is something that they say when you are uploading your picture, by the way. The one thing that I found that you need to be careful about when you are tweeting is not to be too spammy. There are a number of automated Twitter services that will automatically scrape blog posts from different sites and then log in as you and post them, or will automatically find anytime anybody mentions on Twitter any key phrase that you enter will automatically follow them and send them tweets. And those are really obnoxious. It's like dealing with a robot who's sending you tweets. What people can do is if they think that you are gaming the system, if they think that you are just trying to spread an advertising message over and over again, and that there's not really a human behind their tweeting, they can report you to Twitter. They can go up here on your Twitter page and choose Report for Spam. Now, just because if you report somebody one time for spam, they're not going to remove your account. But if 50 people or 100 people, I really don't know what the limit is, but obviously if there are a number of people reporting the same person for spam, Twitter does have people who will investigate and close out the account. So just be careful about using any kind of smarmy services that promise to get you 10,000 Twitter followers, because that's not the way to go. And you'll have much greater impact if you follow some of the lessons that I'll be talking about in this title. So that's it. You agreed to these terms of service and this privacy policy when you first set up your account, but it's always a good idea to read through them yourself so that you know what the rules of the road are.